welcome back. We're talking to Sunil Godhwani of Religare. Sunil, you're talking about Religare becoming an emerging market investment bank, and you've got McKinsey to actually work a report out for you. What is an emerging market investment bank? Because why would a company in an emerging market come to Religare? Because there's a big names around. So why would they choose you? Because you represent an emerging country.
You see, firstly, the emerging market, I mean, the investment banking business, it depends on the people that run it.
Okay.
We need to get in the key people, the people with the background, with the pedigree in there. We have got those people.
Okay.
And they have not come in just because of the salary. They have come in because they are able to see a different vision out here. Okay. The vision is very simple. There is an emerging country block, emerging market block today, which normally has been treated as different countries. But if you remove the boundaries, it's seamless. It's one block. There are cross M&A opportunities.
I see it from your point of view, but why would, say, a company in Philippines or Indonesia, why would they choose Religare over one of the bigger...
Very simple. At the end of the day, if they are companies in there who want to raise $300 million, they go to a company like Merrill Lynch and bigger names. They are one of the people in line. They relate to us. They understand that a company of that size needs to grow. We will give it the kind of focus that a bigger iBanker will not be able to give it. And they get the talent of the best iBanker.
How long will it take for bigger iBankers to realize that this is an investment that they need to make?
You see,
how difficult will it be for them to switch to this kind of model?
You see, unfortunately, I don't think they will ever realize. I mean, I have a huge respect for them. But the bigger ones are more transaction-oriented. We are more relationship-oriented. In Religare, the anchor is relationship. Okay. It is not money.
Okay.
So we are not transaction. So a larger one will say, oh, this is too small, or the fees don't commensurate to what we really want to do. They will not do it. We are more looking to build relationships. So more relationship iBanking is the focus that we are in. The emerging country is a low-hanging fruit that is there today, which while anybody looks at it, I think we have already put it together.
Okay.
And then gradually emerge to the matured countries.
So okay, we'll talk about that model. Let me just, okay, you think that the big boys really won't stoop down to pluck the fruits, but there are Indian banks that could do it. So do you see that happening?
Well, I think competition is always good. I mean, India is a function of competition. How the industry is growth of competition.
Okay.
So any competition will only make us look better. So I'm sure there will be other people look at it and we welcome it.
Okay.
I think there's a huge market. It's not something I can grab on my own. There is a huge market there, but we actually want to be the first movers in that market.
Emerging market investment bank. I like that term. But you've also gone and invested in Tokyo. You've gone and invested in UK. You bid for AIG in US. Where are the connections? Collecting money.
Let me take a step back. Let me just explain what is our global ambition. Because I think, as I said earlier, there is the Indian part of the business, and there is, of course, the fee-based business, which is a non-balance sheet business with which we are going global. Primarily being the investment banking, the institutional broking, and the research-led, along with the asset management. We've always believed that today the capital that is flowing into India, somewhere we need to step out, and we have the IQ, the mentality to manage the capital that the FIs bring in. We are focusing on the fund of funds business. We have got an acquisition in San Francisco under the name of Northgate, a very reputable fund of fund business. So our global ambition in the asset management side is to build a holdco of asset management abroad. Under that, by different money managers, fund of funds, and where we don't get in countries like Tokyo, we have got in a full team that have a capability to aggregate capital. So we will use the teams to aggregate capital in the Asian countries. Certain money managers that we buy in will 70%, 80% stakes into their setup, so the existing team is aligned and they have a skin in the game. So that whole core basically will run assets under management, which will eventually be targeted in the next 2 to 3 years. We should be safely managing close to $50 billion, if not more.
Okay.
It is not a challenge.
This is not existing company that you run, or is this going to include...
This is organic and inorganic, in both. Organic. So that is the asset management side of the business. Now these companies, the fund of funds, invest into other private equity funds who go out and do deals. Now when we build the investment banking business, they come and talk to those private equity firms. So where we would be doing the deals, we are also givers of money or funds to those private equity firms from the fund of fund business. So there's a two-way relationship we are having there.
US, you tried to get AIG, so you didn't succeed, so you obviously got a war chest there. Are you still looking at opportunities there? Are there any opportunities?
I think US is a market which is very ripe, which is a very matured market and brings in, it's a very process-driven, very good cultured market on the asset management side. We have done Northgate. We are exploring a couple of other opportunities there, and in due course we'll be taking them on.
How big is your watch list there for you, or does it depend on opportunities?
It depends on opportunities. I mean, our target is to put in the next 3 to 5 years over $100 billion under management. So some will happen organically, some will happen inorganically. As we get one or two opportunities, we have teams like in China, in Hong Kong, in Tokyo who are ready to go out and aggregate assets and build those, you know. Parallel to that is the investment banking business. We've got the teams in place. We've got huge brands who have joined us recently to come on Religare platform, who believe in our vision to put together an investment banking business that we think is possible.
Some people would criticize saying that all your investment banking book and your experience is all in-house because it's Daiichi, it's Parkway, it's Wockhardt, all of which you did for. So those are the marquee deals you've done. How do you react to that?
What's wrong with it?
Okay.
It's good. I mean, where do you, the deals that are done have given us so much experience, and in fact, I mean, to be very honest, the Ranbaxy deal, yes, that was run pretty close to by me and one or two key people because of the secrecy and the sensitivity involved around that deal. It was not revealed to much of the team, but the Wockhardt was done by the entire team. I was only there when required. The Parkway, I was far less visible in it. I was only driving the key decisions.
Okay.
So there's been teams that have been involved, and they bought the confidence.
Take us to the Ranbaxy Daiichi deal, because yes, as you said, it came as a surprise to a lot of us because you got that deal done at I think 700 rupees. Was that the?
I don't remember the price now. Whatever it was.
At the height of the thing, what was it? Just take us through. How did you get that prize? Was it just luck? Was it prescience that you would hit it at the top of the market?
I mean, luck always plays a strong part in whatever you do. You can't deny that. But I think in all fairness, you know, in Ranbaxy, Malvinder always felt, and as a family, Malvinder, Shivinder, myself, when we met, we always felt that we needed to get in a big brother to go to the next level. You know, we were sort of stuck in between. So Daiichi came along, and we had initial discussions on more of a partnership base, which gradually evolved to a full sellout. It was not easy, but at any point of time, I think the focus was what is right for Ranbaxy. The price was probably decided in the least amount of time, put it that way. There was not much deliberation on price, but it was more on how it would be handled, how the transition would turn out, and what is right for Ranbaxy. And which is what the focus for Malvinder always was, you know. I mean, it's a hindsight, the markets where it went. I mean, nobody knew, you know, where the markets would go post the deal. That's a whole, there's a global meltdown. If we knew all that, I think we would not be into this business. We would all be forecasting and making money, you know.
Well, you're making money all the same. But, you know, there's lots of similarity between Ranbaxy and the way you're trying to build Religare. Ranbaxy also got, at the, in the last 10 years, got most of the money from abroad. It had really become, in a sense, an Indian multinational. That's what you're trying to build with, in Religare as well. So again, you just said that in the pharmaceutical business, you needed a big brother to really get scale. Do you need the big brother in financial services, or is that different?
I don't think so. I think financial services are a different animal. It's you know, the pharmacy was a very different thing. Generic business grows, and then there's a certain, you hit a rooftop, you know. On the financial services, this is a business, a function of people. As long as you get in the right talent, you give them a right, you know, you can channelize their energies, that they are focused on growth. You give them a sense of security, that they feel there's a headroom for them to grow, and you continue investing, you're investing rightfully into the right ventures, and you make sure the team that delivers on that for the shareholders. I don't think it's a challenge. I think it's a very nascent industry.
Because a lot of people would make the comparison I made and say, okay, this is what they do with Ranbaxy Solar, this is what they're doing with Religare and selling off. But you're saying, no, the businesses are very, very different. You can grow the business without the kind of money you need in
you can definitely grow the business. We have, you know, we have invested a lot in this business, and we just put in a rights issue. Family put in further capital, and we reserve, you know, there are various options as you grow to continue raising capital.
Sunny, thank you very much for joining us. Pleasure.
Thank you.